I think the second evaluate is joining soon, so we can start again. So, Sergeant at Arms, please go ahead.
Yes, Rajiv. Okay. Am I audible? Let me continue.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Welcome you all to the joint meet of Technip FMC Toastmasters Club and Secunderabad Toastmasters Club. I am Divyashri, and it is my pleasure to be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. It is always important to know our mission to be focused towards our goal. So, let me reiterate that the mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Before we begin the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules which we follow in our Toastmaster meeting. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Please turn off your video if you're stepping out of the meeting. And now, without any further delay, I would like to hand over the stage to the dynamic president of STM and also one of the presiding officer of today's meeting, TM Toastmaster Rajiv. Over to you, Rajiv.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Divishri. So, hi everyone. A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Rajiv, the president of Secunderabad Toastmasters Club, and I welcome you all to this joint meeting of Secunderabad Toastmasters and Technip FMC, the place where leaders are made. Thank you everyone for taking out time on this beautiful Sunday. So, in the interest of guests, let me give you a brief history or an account of Toastmasters and how it started. So, it was started in 1924 by a person named Dr. Ralph Smedley, and uh, he started this club to inculcate the speaking culture into the young generation, which helps one overcome their limitations and become a better speaker and leader as well. He also laid out a mission which we all should recollect before the start of meeting. And as it was already shared by Toastmaster Divyashri, it is nothing but to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning experience, create an environment where the members can develop their communication and leadership skills, which boost their self-confidence and personal growth. So now that we have recollected the goal, let us see how this gets implemented. I think I request everyone to please do mute your mic. Yeah, thank you. So with that, so as many of you now joined this meeting because we have a special evaluation workshop. So along with that, we are also having a joint meet with Technip FMC Toastmasters Club for the first time this year. This initiative was planned so as to bring the diversity into the meetings. And for this, let me welcome the president of Technip FMC Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Power Star Pawan Kalyan.
Thank you so much, Raj. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajiv. I don't know if I'm a power star yet, but yeah, I'm Pawan, Toastmaster Pawan, president of Technip FMC Toastmasters Club. And hello everyone, and welcome to this joint meet. STM will always have a special place in hearts of people at Technip FMC Toastmasters Club. So Toastmasters from STM are one reason our club is fully functional right now. There were days we were having meetings only with 2-3 people, but special thanks to Toastmasters from STM like Toastmaster Haripriya and our club coach, Toastmaster Shivacharan and distinguished Toastmaster Vikram, who offered their continuous support to help us grow and be a fully functional club right now, where we have a fully functional XCOM. And yeah, and let's quickly go around the room to see if you have any guess. Just a second. Can all the guests please rename themselves as guests _ their name? We'll start with Srimukhi. Srimukhi, can you please introduce yourself? A quick introduction.
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone, my name is Srimukhi. I'm currently a 4th year student, engineering student, and yeah, so I am a user experience designer and I like making illustrations, and I also like speaking a lot. I do that but I feel like my skills are pretty lacking. So I thought I would join Toastmaster because of like a recommendation from a friend of mine. So I thought I'll check the club out and see what you guys are doing before I can, take a decision to join in. So yeah, looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srimuki, and I hope to see you in the other meetings as well in the future, and hopefully become a member of STM soon.
Yeah, sure.
And we have Aryan Abhinav. Aryan Abhinav, can you please unmute yourself and maybe, if possible, switch on your video and introduce yourself?
Hi everybody, it's great to be here. Unfortunately, I can't switch on my video because my background is very bad. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here. This is my second guest meeting. I was there last week, and I work from Amazon. It's been 2 years with Amazon, and my reason to join Toastmasters is I was always a Toastmaster enthusiast since my college had a separate Toastmaster club, and the functions and every activities of Toastmasters were interesting enough. But due to some reasons, I wasn't able to join when I was in college. But now I'm fully pledged to join Toastmasters because growing up in corporate, I feel my social skills are not up to the mark. My speaking skills are not up to the mark, and I also would work on my leadership skills as well. So I feel Toastmasters is a great opportunity, and that's the reason I'm too very much concrete on joining Toastmasters. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Aryan, and yeah, Toastmasters is the place. And then we have guest Venkat. Venkat, if you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Venkat. Currently, I'm jobless right now. I passed out recently, like 2020. I'm very scared of public speaking, especially. That's the main thing I joined. One of my father's friend who works in ADP, he suggested me that Toastmaster is the right thing to do. So here I am, joining your guest as a guest.
Yeah, thank you so much, Venkat. And yeah, stage fright is one thing that all of us have, and Toastmasters is one place where you can face it. And we have guest Nusrat.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is Nusrat, and I think I have attended the session earlier. This is my second meet, and I really liked the last one. Looking forward to have some fun, and of course, I'm here to improve my public speaking skills. So I'll be joining the club soon. Thank you.
Sure, thank you so much. Hope to see you on board soon. And in the interest of time, let's move on with our session today. And I hand over the stage to the TMOD. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Pawan. Thanks to all, and very good morning and warm welcome to all members and guests. I'm Omkar, anchor of today's meeting. Friends, each meeting of Toastmasters gives us a great opportunity to learn something. And that is one thing which gravitated me to attend the subsequent meetings. And I think you can very well relate to what I'm talking about. Indeed, today's meeting is also going to offer enormous learning to all of us. Before we get into that, for the benefit of guests, let me share how the structure of meeting looks like. Compared to our usual meetings, there is a slight change in today's meeting, as rightly said by presiding officers, that today we are going to have education session on speech evaluation. So we'll start with that first, and then we will have prepared speech. Then we'll have most exhilarating section of today's meeting.
Omkar, Vikram here. So the special session on education will be after the regular meeting. So the trainer will be coming after that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was not aware about, because till we start, this is what proposed. Okay, so we are getting started with this one, prepared speech you are seeing. Vikram? Okay, yes. Okay, fine. My apology, friends. It was a little change, so not a problem. So yes, as per the routine meeting, we'll start with the first section, which is going to be a prepared speech. Then we will have a most exhilarating section of meeting, that is the table topics, followed by evaluation. And then we will have, last but not the least, the education session on speech evaluation. Sounds great? Okay, so without further ado, let's get started now. And before I call upon first speaker, I would like to request the evaluator. And before that, I think I need to introduce the role player as well. Okay, so there are some changes. So sorry for that. So today, Toastmaster Gayatri is going to play a role of a timer. I would like to request her to explain her role and responsibility. Over to you, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Omkar. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. One of the skills we learn at Toastmasters is to conduct an event and deliver speech within a strict time limit. So as a timer, I am responsible for keeping the track of time throughout the session. For prepared speeches, I'll show the green card at the minimum specified time, the yellow card at the target time, and the red card at the maximum speech limit time. And there is grace period of 30 seconds for on either side of these specified time limits. Table topic speeches are for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute and yellow card at 1.5 minutes and the red card at 2 minutes. The speaker will have 30 seconds grace period after 2 minutes to wrap up his speech. Speech evaluations are for 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and the red card at 3 minutes. The speaker has a grace period of 30 seconds on either side of this time limit. I shall present my report also at the end of the meeting. And now, thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri, for explicitly explaining your roles and responsibility. That's great. Let's move on. And I would like to introduce now word master and grammarian of today's meeting, Toastmaster Aditya. Toastmaster Aditya, can you please explain your roles and responsibility?
Yeah, thanks, Omkar. Hello, everyone. Hello, Toastmasters and dear guests. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I take note of any misuse of the English language as well. So, as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. For today's meeting, the word is bounteous, which means liberally bestowed or generously given. An example for the word is retailers are back with bounteous offers and discounts. So let me just repeat the word of the day. It is bounteous, bounteous, which means liberally bestowed or generously given. The phrase of the day is let the cat out of the bag, which means accidentally revealing information which you weren't supposed to reveal. An example for that is Tim let the cat out of the bag about my surprise birthday party. So this is the phrase. Let me repeat it again. The phrase of the day is let the cat out of the bag, and the word is bounteous. So each speaker here is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day in his speeches. I'll present my report when called upon during the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Omkar.
Thank you, Aditya. Truly appreciate. Now, before I call first speaker, I would like to Toastmaster Arvind, evaluator, to share the objective of speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Arvind. Arvind, can you hear me?
Hi, am I audible?
Hi, Arvind. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Omkar. So today, good afternoon to everyone, and a special good afternoon to Shravya. Today, Shravya will be giving her first speech in Toastmasters Club, that is Icebreaker, and the purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. And through this, a member will be able to learn the basic structure of a speech writing and a delivery of speech. As this is the first speech, I would request everyone to please, after her speech, give her a standing ovation. Okay. So over to you, Shravya. All the best for your speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind. Savya, can you please check your audio?
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me? Is my audio
Yeah.
on here?
Yes, all clear.
Yeah.
Great.
Before starting, I
Timer
have
card. Can we see quickly timer card? Yeah, please go on, Savya.
Yeah. Please, everyone, turn on your videos, turn on your mic, turn off your mic and on your video, please. So I would like to see the audience reaction, whether they were crying or sleeping or how they are reacting. I would like to know that. So can you please? Yeah. Thank
Can you see timer card?
Yes.
Savya?
Yes, I can.
Good to go.
Just no, I see just a second. Yes. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Just a moment. So, Savya, sorry. I will just announce your name and then we can start. Sorry. Okay. Everything is all right now. So I will announce now and then we can start. Okay. Just hold on. Toastmasters Savya, super naughty Toastmasters Savya.
Yes. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before entering my today's speech, I would like to start with a question. So, how many members are having kids here? Can you please raise your hands? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Could you please repeat me?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. We are getting.
Yeah, actually, I can't see anyone's video. Can you please? Can you
once repeat the question?
Who have kids? I can't see anyone.
Shravya, can you please, Toastmaster
Some of
Shravya,
them
can you
are
please
raising their hand.
change your view to gallery view? Then you'll be able to see everyone.
I did, but it came side by side gallery, and only few are.
You can scroll.
Shravya, Omkar sir is raising his hand. Please don't check out the time and take care.
Yeah, okay. Please, can I start again? As I have little corrections here.
Okay, no problems. Start again now.
Sorry for wasting your 57 seconds. Okay. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before entering my prepared speech, I would like to start up with a question. Raise your hand. I want to know. Raise your hand. Who are having kids here? I think last time Omkar sir has raised his hand. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Shravya, you're audible.
Yeah, you go on the speech. Yeah.
Please go on,
may not
Shravya.
respond, so you go on. You can continue the speech.
Yeah, okay. See, when it comes to the kids, so many people say that my kids are so annoying, they are not listening to me and they are continuously shouting and they are super naughty and they don't mind my words. They will always get complaints, right? At that time, we feel like our kids are so annoying when they will stop the naughty things and all. But according to me, I don't think that kids are doing annoying things. Why? Because I'm to one of them. When I was young kid, even my teen, even my UZ, when I was a teacher, as well as even when I'm married to. Till now, I was still the annoying one. My standards were changed, like from kid to young, young to teen, teen to teacher. But my naughtiness or my annoying thing was never changed. So I would like to share few moments with you which make others annoyed but feel me so crazy. Okay. I think when I was at my UKG, the school, my parents only used to pick and drop for me from the school. Okay, so what happens? One day, the school completed 1 hour before than the regular classes. So as my parents didn't get the proper information, they didn't come to pick up me. So what happened? I usually have a gang of friends, and among them Geeta is my best friend, and still we are connected. So I went to Geeta's house without informing anyone. I just simply went off to her home, and I didn't inform to anyone. Okay. And it's been 6 o'clock. My parents were searching for me here and there. Where is my daughter? Where is my daughter? Where is my daughter? As they were so tense because in our local channel there was a news 2 days back. That was a kidnap batch has entered to the hometown. Please be careful with your kids. As they got that news, everyone thought that I was lost. I was kidnapped. Okay, it's been 6 o'clock and they have no clue that where am I. At that time, at the time of 6:30 and all, a call came to my home. A call arrived to my home, and my landline. My grandmother answered it. Okay, and I say, I was talking like this, Grandma, don't tell Maud to prepare milk or snacks. Why? Because I already had them. And just said these sentences, and I minded the call. And they don't know. One thing they came to know that I was safe, but they don't know from where I was calling and from where I was. And later after some time, I made a call. I don't know why I made I didn't remember why I made a call. So again I made a call, but I didn't answer. But I didn't speak anything and all. I just left the phone there and I went. At that time, when I was childhood, there were no cell phones, technologies and all. We used to have only the landlines, which will not display the phone number. If they have the phone number and all, okay, they can find, okay, this phone number comes from this home. So our daughter will be there. At that time, they don't have that chances. No one knows, and no one knows where am I. So later I made a call again, and I left the phone there and I went off with the Geeta. As the landlines, we can see that the dialer will be beside if the call is running on. At that time, Geeta mother answered that and said, "Who's this? May I know who's this?" At that time, my grandmother answered the call. From where you are talking from? Where is Shravya? Shravya is there at your home. Where is she? We can't find her. Why? Because since from last afternoon we can't find her. Where was she? They were so they were so tensed, and we can find that the tension in their voice. Okay. And Geeta's mother said that yes, Shravya is here in our home. Just you can come and pick her up. It was all good. My father and mother were literally so happy when they came to know that I was my friend's home. Till then, it was very good. What happened is they came to me very fastly, and seriously, that time I came to know that belt will be used for punishments also. Till then, I never know. I thought that belt will be only used for tighten the pants. Later, I came to know that it will be used for the punishments too. And for the first time, my parents saw the naughty angle in me. Later, they came to use for it. Why? Because I did many. And later, this is the one incident. And second incident I would like to share was when I was in fourth. That was the first parents meeting that my parents attended. Seriously, in my fourth class, they came to school parents meeting and they sat in front of the class teacher. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, all my subject teachers came and surrounded my parents, and they started complaining, blah 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 blah. From that day onwards to till here, till my UG, my parents were never came to my parents' meeting. Any of my parents' meeting. And seriously, do you believe it or not? I never studied any two classes in one school. Every year I used to change to the schools from LKG to 10th. I studied one class, one school. Later, my parents started like. Later, the college was going on. After my +1 and +2 and my UG were in women's college, as my father thought that I will be, if I was in co-ed, I will be more annoyed and all. So he made me to study in my women's college. Later, later the lockdown attacked the world, and I got married. And so I was so pity of my husband. Why? Because he used to bear me all the day. I will eat all his head every time. I won't allow him to work. So he started encouraging me in other aspects. Like, if you are busy, then I will be doing my work peacefully. And he encourages me in all the aspects and learning courses and all. And I came to this Toastmaster with means I came to know about this Toastmaster by Toastmaster Ramarao. He's the one who encourages me, and he's the one who said me that Toastmaster will be a platform for you and all. Because of him and my husband, I was here in front of you. And this is me, Shravya, who have shared a little about my life. And I would like to say one thing, that enjoy the each and every moment, as I did many of the things, but I enjoyed each and every moment of my life. And thank you, one and all, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shravya, for breaking the ice. Now let's move on to another speaker. Before that, I would like to request Toastmaster Rachana, who is the evaluator too, to share objective of speech of Toastmaster Satya Prakash. Over to you, Toastmaster Rachana.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Omkar. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible and visible too.
Okay, Toastmaster Satya Prakash is giving his L1 P2 speech of Presentation Mastery Pathway. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback on it, and apply that feedback to his second speech to do it better. May he bounteously lets the cat out of the bag in his speech. All the best, Satya Prakash. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rachana. Satya Prakash, can you please quickly check your audio video setting?
Yeah, my video is already on, so can you confirm if my audio is okay? Okay.
Yes, okay. Good to go?
Yeah, good to go.
Can you see the timer card? Just quickly have a look at it.
Yeah, I can see the screen. Yeah, I can see the time card as well.
Okay, fine. Toastmaster Satya Prakash, my compassionate grandfather. My compassionate grandfather, Toastmaster Satya Prakash.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, all the fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am Satya Prakash Kodumanchili, working as a mechanical engineer in Technip FMC Hyderabad. So I'm here to deliver my first prepared speech of my pathway presentation mastery in the project evaluations and speeches. So my speech is regarding my grandfather. So 1 second. So okay, so only while preparing for this project did I understand how difficult it is to write a biography of great people. So when I prepared for this speech, I understood that hardship to write a biography on a people who achieved a lot in their lives and who became inspiration for many people. So this speech is about the remarkable short stint of my grandfather's life on this planet and the life lessons that he shared for me and for my family and for everyone of us, if everyone can take. So his name is A. Satyanarayana. So as many of you might have been thinking right now regarding my name, yeah, you are absolutely right. That is where my name came from, Satya Prakash. And the name Prakash came from my paternal grandfather's name, Surya Prakash Rao. So my father might have banged his head all around to name me, and it just joined these two names together and named me Satya Prakash. So here I go. So my grandfather was born and brought up in the village of Veeravaram, which is in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. So those were the times when the India is transitioning in the industrial revolution and many industries were being set up. But he lived in a village, a very poor village, where his family doesn't even have money to make him learn or go to a get him a primary education of all. So that was the situation of him, and he doesn't even know how to write and read as well. He just learned how to write. I mean, he just learned how to do a signature of his when he did, but nothing else from his. So in his youth, and but he was very passionate and hardworking kind of person, and he has a burning zeal to get out of that zone and struggle for his family and earn money and look after all his people who are behind him. So that was his motivation, and with that motivation in his mind, so he came out of his village, and from his family he became distant and came to the nearest town, Rajahmundry, just by walking. He doesn't even have money to take a bus or any means of I mean, transportation. So that is how he came to the nearest town and took up work from an engineering industries firm, where he learned, acquired all the skills and learned many manufacturing techniques, diligently working and working very hard, giving the earned money to his family. And he doesn't even have even a single bad habit, and he was very busy learning and suffering a lot for his family. So as I told, that was a time when it is the India is transitioning, and absolutely the Andhra Pradesh state is getting transitioned into a industries filled a state. So then he had this motivation of never settling. We hear it a lot from this one plus company, right? So that he had that a lot before in his time as well. So he had this motivation of never settling for anything, and then he came out of that firm he is working for, and put up his own money and started up his own company, like engineering industries company, and looked after all his people. So he started up with a bicycle, went for a scooter, and then bought a Maruti 800, and then he came to a stage until where he bought a Mercedes. So that was his motivation and his life. So I was born and grew up in his hands and his lap, but I used to reveal, I mean, I used to pull out the cats of the bag in front of him regarding about my father and my mother secrets and all those things in his in his presence. So but I always had this doubt about how he earned so much and how he became so much successful in his life. So now I would like to take a little detour from the life journey of his, and explain about a story. I mean, about a video that I have watched in the YouTube uh, on the channel that is Think School channel. So on this channel, on this video, he explained about a gold rush story from 1848 in California. So in that story, and a worker in a what you call mill construction site found a gold, purest form of gold, and so showed it to his owner. But they did not think that there will be tons and tons of gold in and around that site. So after listening to that, that news spread across the world like a wildfire, and everyone from nook and corner of this world came to that region to dig for the gold. And can you guess who were the most successful people then? Absolutely. When you think it'll be the persons who dig the gold, or the persons who searched, who got to know that the gold was there then. But it is wrong. So only the people who, not the people who digged, but the people who accommodated for the diggers to dig the gold, absolutely have profited a lot. So the business ideas that they have, for instance, they need shovels, horses to carry the gold from place to place, and shovels to dig. So they need all this equipment, right? So that is when the smart people of their times came into picture and pitched up a business idea and set it up, uh, textile factories or the things needed to supply to they created a supply chain to deliver their needs. So the Levi Strauss company, right? Those were the times when this Levi Strauss has evolved. So yeah, so connecting the dots, so coming back to my grandfather's story, so he did not go to dig the gold mine, so he went on to work hard in his boundaries, and did not go to dig the stone that is available in that Andhra Pradesh area, but he just pitched in and created a company, engineering firm, that could repair or service those industries. So that is how he succeeded in his life, becoming an inspiration to each and every people of his family and everyone in his life. So that is about my grandfather's story, and he passed away last month. So I take this opportunity to pay tribute for my grandfather, and I miss him all my life. Thank you. Over to you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satyaprakash, for sharing inspiring story of your grandfather. Let's move on to now most exhilarating section of today's meeting, that is table topic. But before that, let's get the detail from timer. Timer, are both the speaker qualified for voting?
No, actually, Toastmaster Shravya, she exceeded her time by 2 minutes, and Toastmaster Satya exceeded his time by 2 minutes 15 seconds. Exceeded his time. So
okay, so both have exceeded the times.
Yes.
So no problem. Since
So no problem, we
both
can
are their
have.
first speeches, we can give
So
them.
let us have.
We can
Okay.
give them some response.
I agree with you, Vikram. Let's move on. So are we going to have polls right now?
Yes,
or?
right now.
Okay.
So I've launched the poll for best speaker of the day, and I request everyone to please to vote. Even the speakers can vote for themselves as well. Let us take 30 seconds to do that. Yeah, 5 more seconds to go.
Okay. Thank you,
With
Toastmaster
that,
Raju.
I'm ending the poll.
Yeah.
Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thanks, Toastmaster Raju. Let's move on to exhilarating section of today's meeting, that is table topic. And here I would like to request, especially all the guests, to come forward and participate in this section. To do this section, I would like to call upon table topic master of today's meeting, Toastmaster Satrishi. Over to you, Toastmaster Satrishi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and if I'm audible. Okay, great. Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Table topics help members practice the art of thinking and speaking on their feet. I think in life, this is an indispensable skill, as you do not prepare a draft to speak to someone usually. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. The topics that I've prepared for you will hopefully help all of us become better at improvisation. I promise to make it interesting. We at Toastmasters provide a speaking opportunity to maximum audience members, and this session is not restricted to members alone. Even the guests can participate. In fact, I ask the guests to come out of their comfort zones and live the moment that will only make you stronger. It is time to let the cat out of the bag if you haven't yet, as what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I may randomly call anyone to participate, or you can volunteer yourself by raising your hand. And just trust me, the faster you make mistakes, the faster you grow. So don't be afraid or shy. We are bounteously helpful and are here to help you improve. Before we begin, I request the timer to call out the timing guidelines for the table topics round.
So, 1 second. For a table topic session, we have 2 minutes, and for I'll show a green card at 1 minute, and a yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and a red card at 2 minutes. And the speaker will be given a 30 seconds of grace period.
Thank you, Taima Gayatri. Speakers, I request all of you to just stick to the timelines. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay, the first volunteer.
Yeah,
Let's
Saptashi, I will go. Vikram here.
Okay, sure, Vikram. So so choose one from the list one, and then list two. Choose another
So
alphabet.
I should choose one from list one, right?
Yes,
Right?
yes. So yeah. Sorry. So basically, if you were something, so that first something comes from the list one, and second something comes from the list two.
Okay,
so you can
fine.
just
Let me choose from the list one, number 11.
Number 11. Okay.
And from the list two, alphabet B.
B, 11B. Okay, let's move to, let's see what 11 is. Okay, calm. And let's choose something from B. Cheers. Great, you're a calm alarm clock. What an irony. Proceed, DTM Vikram.
Thank you for the topic. Can you stop sharing the screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm alarm clock. Thank you for the topic, Tabletop Master. By nature, I'm a very calm person, right? I'm very calm going and I would like to be like that. Now, in a Toastmasters meeting, I definitely have an alarm clock next to me. Why? Because the meeting starts at 11 a.m. every Sunday for us, and definitely it'll be a long alarm clock with the calmest going person in the Secunderabad Toastmasters Club, Vikram, myself. That alarm clock will indicate me 11 a.m. is a meeting. Please log in by 10:45 a.m. So based on that alarm clock, this calm going person will rise up to the occasion, make himself ready, talk to all the role players, the president of the club, and ensure that I log into the meeting and I welcome everyone to the meeting. But before doing that, yes, there's a small work. Now we have a lot of guests in this in our meeting, right? Non-Toastmasters, guests are non-Toastmasters. So it's also my duty to intimate all the guests. I suppose many guests today woke up this early morning and upon seeing my messages, they have attended the session. Am I right? Right. So yeah, thank you. So it's my duty to intimate the guests as well, to make them know that our club has a meeting today at 11 a.m. And also my other duty was to make myself readily available for a meeting. And here I am present in the meeting of Toastmasters, this calm going person ever. So yes, rightly said, all of you should have alarm clocks, whether you go to office, whether you get to work. Before the start of your work, have an alarm clock or have an alarm raised. Alarm might be anything that triggers, right? For you to get to work on time, get to bed on time, having food on time, get to morning walks on time. Anything, it can be any activity, not only responsibility. It can be any activity. Be calm, be cool, be the way you are, and lead the life as you wish. Thank you, Tabletop Master.
Or
That's
it could
brilliant.
be a belt slap.
That's brilliant, Vikram. Thank you for the speech. I would like to call upon Ravi Teja next. Ravi Teja, unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi, Saptashi.
Okay, hi. I'll just share my screen. Timer, if you could just unshare for some time, just so that I can show the screen. Thank you. Sorry, just a sec. Yes, Ravi Teja. Proceed with list one and list two. If you were list one, list two, what would you like to pick?
Yeah, in list one, number 9.
Number 9, okay. Okay, and list two?
List two, I go with D.
D, okay.
Yeah.
9D. So let's see what it is. Elated. And D would be elated car. You are an elated car, Ravi Teja. So
could you explain the meaning of elated?
Elated is superly excited, very happy, overjoyed, and you're a car. So the possibility is endless. Just shoot your imagination. Yeah. Emma, you can share your screen.
Yeah. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and President Pawan, after many days. Electric car. What should I say? Since childhood, I'm very passionate about cars, like from Ferrari to every car. Like since childhood, I used to sit at the balcony and watch the road passing through with vehicles, and especially on the cars passing by, where I used to dream like one day I should be able to ride in a car such that my dream is fulfilled. And my and the most excited thing, the most excited I'm about is Fortuner. Basically, Fortuner and Lamborghini is my favorite car and my favorite star. I mean, the film star whom I follow. NTR has recently taken a car, and I'm the most excited person as he was. And one day, I would definitely wish my dream come true and working towards that to accomplish. Thank you.
That's a brilliant speech, Ravi Teja. In fact, one of my favorite cards is Fortune. Okay. Next, I would like to call upon Nusrat.
Yeah.
Nusrat, please, if you can unmute yourself, that would be yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just share my screen. 1 sec. Yep.
I don't think so. I can see the screen yet.
Yeah, give me 10 seconds. Yes, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay,
I think I can.
so if you were list 1, list 2, what would be?
I'll go with number 15 from list 1.
Okay.
And alphabet N from list 2.
15N. Okay.
Yes.
Proud.
Okay.
And proud shoes. You're a proud shoe, so let your imagination go wild. Just
Right. First of all, hello once again to everyone here. And yeah, proud shoes. I can say 9 months back, all of a sudden, I think I'm working, by the way, and all of a sudden I just gave an interview without expecting the surprise result, and I was just planning to give up my career on corporate, but after giving the interview, I was just waiting for a while, and I get an email stating that I'm a leader now. So that's when I felt that, that was the proud moment, frankly speaking. Till date, I've never achieved anything, and that was the only thing that I've achieved all my life. So yeah, that's the only thing I have right now to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Nusrat. That was nice. Okay. Next, I would like to call upon Siddhaya. Siddhaya, if you could unmute yourself.
Yes.
Oh. I'll be sharing my screen now. Yes, Siddhaya. If you were list 1, list 2, what would they be?
Okay.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I'll go with 1 in list 1.
Okay.
and A in list 2.
Okay. Angry. You are an angry rock or an angry stone.
Okay.
Yes. So just.
So when the timer codes are ready, I'll go.
Yeah. Timer, you can share your screen.
Okay. So probably it was 1996 Cricket World Cup year, and Indian captain Muhammad Azharuddin went for a toss, and it was World Cup, if I'm not wrong, semi-final against Sri Lanka in Eden Gardens. And the thumb rule in Eden Gardens is, if you win the toss, you choose to bowl first. You choose to bat first, because in the second half, the ball will turn a lot. And fortunately, Muhammad Azharuddin won the toss, but to my surprise, he took bowling first. I don't understand why, even today. And you know the result, it has been awarded to the other team because we were losing so many things. So I was an angry rock at that particular point in time. Why Muhammad Azharuddin has chosen to bowl first? So these are all the things that happens in everybody's life, that we think something, but the other people will do something different, through which we get very angry. But the most important point is, we get angry, but how you control that anger makes you a better person. To do that, you need to control your emotions. To do that, you need to control what you want to do, and you need to control the anger that comes up to your mind, and you don't become a rock. You might get an angry, but you just count. Close your eyes for a second, count 1, 2, 3, and then you'll control yourself. That way, first of all, you need to bring control on your mind. Then you can control your anger. So it's very common, even for the smallest tiny things, we become angry rocks at particular point in time. Just when you're crossing the road, somebody just touches or somebody hits us, then we become immediately angry. So the more you control your emotions, then you'll control your anger, and you will never become an angry rock. That's what my take on this particular topic. Back to you, table topic master.
Thanks, Sidya. That was a very interesting correlation. You have connected both anger and rock very interestingly. Okay, so I would like to call upon Pavan next. Let me share this.
Sir.
Yes, Pavan, if you were, choose your numbers and alphabets.
Sir, it's 2 and I.
2 and I. Okay. Let's see. 2. So you are happy, and I hope in life also you're like happy, right? Not just here. So okay, you're a happy flower, Pavan. Speak about it. Timer, you can share your screen now.
Sir, one clarification. Should I correlate those two and I have to speak, or anyone can?
So basically, you are a happy flower. Now speak anything about it. You don't have to include those. So So you can include those words, or you can just go you can imagine anything. But basically, you're a happy flower. That's it. Now speak about it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Good afternoon, each and every. Good morning, each and every one of them, and fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Pavan, and I'm presenting my topic. When I am completed my intermediate second +2, and I was in little dilemma which course I should choose, whether mechanical, civil, or CSE. And I took so many suggestions from my seniors who have passed away and who are in continuing in engineering +2 and +3. Then I got to a confirmation that I have to choose civil. and that's make me so happy when I am choosing the course civil. Then when I'm joined in SRM University as a civil engineer, and I felt so proud. Why? Because and I took a stand on that, and I choose that, and from there on, the 4 years, and I done the things what I have planned, and also I plan so many things. Some of them makes me so happy because of my own decision, and some of them are failed. And after that, uh, I went into a dilemma whether I should do MBA or whether I should do post graduation. Then after 1 month, and I came to one conclusion that I have to go to post graduation because I need some practical knowledge, and also I need some knowledge. I have to gain some knowledge, and that makes me so happy. That's it.
Thank you, Pawan. Thank you for the speech. Next, I would call upon Pradeep. Pradeep, if you can unmute yourself, that would be great.
Hi, Saptrishi. Good morning.
Hi, Pradeep. Very good morning. I will just share my screen now. Yes, Pradeep, if you were.
I see. Is that a eight available? List one?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'd go for 8, and I would go for from list to letter O.
8O. Let's see what you are. You are smiling.
Yes.
Even in general, which is nice. 8O. You're a smiling sun. That's brilliant. Come on, Pradeep, it's time to get started. Timer, you can share your screen now.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Have you, I would just like to request you one thing. If there is a window nearby, look outside and look up. There's a sun present today. It was heavily raining yesterday in Hyderabad. Those who are not in Hyderabad, you can still relate because this is monsoon season and we are getting the sunlight very now and then. Look up, there is a sun smiling at you who is giving you his positive rays, vitamin D, free of cost, plus all the energy you can harness through solar panels. So here I am, a smiling sun, looking at you. I'm giving you all the positive vibes which you can take and make your day a very nice and joyful. That's all I wanted to say. Over to the table topic master.
Thanks, Pradeep. That was a brilliant speech. Next, I would like to call upon Satya. Satya, if you could unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Just a sec. Just a sec. Yep. I'm just going to share my screen now. Satya, if you were.
6 and K.
6 and K. Okay. 6. You're sleepy. You're a sleepy bird. Satya, you are a sleepy bird. So,
okay.
Am I able to share your screen?
Okay, yeah, I'll start. Yeah, so immediately now I saw a comment from our President Pawan Kalyan. Yes, saying yes, he is. Yeah, actually, so the intention from him might be that we went on a trip to Nagarjun Sagar Dam on bikes. Yeah, we trip on bikes every now and then. So when we've been there, the day before that, we did not sleep all the night. We played cricket and we made a lot of stuff, ate in Domino's, went out and just roamed on the roads. But the thing which we need to do before a trip, we did not do that. The thing is, we did not sleep at all, and just we had 2 to 3 hours of sleep. So the distance from here to Nagarjun Sagar is almost like 100 kilometers or so. So when we are driving, we are almost there. We neared Nagarjun Sagar, so we slowed a little. So then I slowly dozed off like this and hit the railing on the left, and I came out of the bushes like as if I was coming from out of the bushes just then. And the people behind me saw that I was coming out from the bushes. They did not realize that I have hit the railings. So just I humorously have linked that sleepy bird to sleepy me. So I slept while driving. Please don't do that. Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you, Satya. That was a brilliant speech. Thank you, all the speakers. You correlated both the words really well, and you did let yourself go wild into your imaginations. And in the interest of time, sorry, all the volunteers, I would like to close the table topic session. Yeah, I guess you have overshot the time. Yes, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satrishi, for conducting brilliant session. I think it was very interactive and very interesting as well. Everyone has thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to another session. Before that, quickly we can check whether all table topic speakers are eligible for voting. Timer, can you please confirm?
Yes, like all the speakers are like they spoke within the time and none of them have exceeded their time. So,
okay, great.
do I need to mention the times as well? Everyone.
No, that's we can have when you are submitting the report. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
So can we have a poll right now, Rajiv?
Yeah, yes, we can. So we had 7 speakers, right? Just I want to confirm the time. So we had 7 speakers, right?
Timer, can you please confirm 7 speakers total?
Yes, 7 speakers.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've launched a poll for best table topic speaker. I request everyone to please to vote. Even the speakers can vote for themselves as well. Let's take 20 seconds to do this thing. Five more seconds. I've received the votes in a minute. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv. Let's move on to last but not the least session when it comes to our regular meeting, and then certainly we'll get into the education session. So before that, I would like to now call upon evaluator 1, Toastmaster Arvind, to share the evaluation of speaker number 1. Over to you, Toastmaster Arvind.
Good afternoon, Onkar. Thank you for. Okay. So, let the cat out of the bag by revealing about herself. Shravya has given a wonderful speech as her icebreaker, in which she has given 2 stories of her life, in which she was super naughty. So I felt that the stories were very interesting and very relevant to the topic which she has chosen. And coming to the evaluation, it was a very good start with the question, and she had everybody's attention. Everyone was trying to answer the question, and somehow there was a bit technical issue, and it happens. We can understand that. We don't need to be worried of that. Then the next thing is you are very involved and confident in the delivery of your speech. you were able to have some hand gestures and expressions which were very nice to see in this video. You were very much involved when you were delivering your stories because they were very much connected to you. Then I really like the use of belt will be used for punishments, which was a great uh, humorous line, I feel. Uh, and then there was also a special mention of Rama Rao, who was the motivating factor for you to join this Toastmasters, which was something I have seen in the first icebreaker speech. Then finally, you also had some takeaway for the audience to give, which is enjoy each and every moment of your life, whether they are naughty or whatever. So I really like that. Uh, Coming to some of the recommendations which I have are do not worry about the technical problems while you are delivering your speech, because as it is a timed speech, you may be losing some of your time. So do not worry about the technical problems and keep going ahead. Okay. And another recommendation is that you exceeded the time of the speech, that is 5 to 7 minutes. So just see to it that you are having a dry run of the speech and see your speech time and accordingly manage your speech. Another thing to improve is the transitions between one story to another. Try and make some connectivity between one story to another, and then have a check for yourself. Then you'll be able to connect the story so that it will make the speech more structured and interesting for the audience to listen. Uh, Apart from that, I feel that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Today, Shravya has taken her first step. Congratulations for it. Hope to see you and hear more from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind, for valuable insights. Let's move on to evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Archana, to share the evaluation of speaker number 2, Toastmaster Prakash. Over to you, Toastmaster Archana. Can you see the timer card?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible and visible too.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Omkar. You let the cat out of the box bounteously, Satyaprakash. It was very inspiring for all of us to know that Satyaji, your grandfather, who was from an impoverished village, as a person who didn't even had the opportunity for primary education, took up the work from industries where he learned many skills, manufacturing techniques, working very hard, taking great care of his family diligently without even having single bad habit, as a man who is struggling day and night as a head of the family, who is working for his family. It was really motivating to know how he started from the level of bicycle as an who didn't even had a primary education, grew till he earned the Mercedes and became motivation for many. It was really great. Wisdom involves exceptional breadth and depth of knowledge about conditions of life, human affairs, and reflective judgment about application of that knowledge. And learning can be learned not only formally, and we can learn that from elders. According to Berlin researcher, wisdom is good judgment and advice about important but uncertain matters of life. Wisdom is when practical is applied to maximizing not just one's own self-interest or someone else, but a balance of various self-interests, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and even of other aspects of context in which one lives, extra-personal, like one's city, benefiting the country, environment. All of such things we can earn such great wealth only from our elders. So it was really great. I enjoyed learning about your grandfather. Now, coming to recommendations for improvements, in my opinion, you started saying, I understood that I had to write a biography on people, and your name Satya came from your grandfather, who is a great man. It was nice, but would be more better if you could have started with some interesting rhetorical question that makes the audience contemplate, like, how many of you heard elders saying, do what I say because I am elder? Some even do things totally opposite to what they preach, but my grandfather is a different man. Or used quotations like, the wind is a friend of forest fire, the same wind blows out a candle. Who in the world honors insignificant and weak? This motivated my grandfather, who worked hard to be a lifelong learner. See, you could have started with something like that. And also, I was born and grew up in his hands. You could have given more examples and observations of him personally, which inspired you deeply. So, all in all, it's a great speech. If you apply these suggestions and make it better, it will go to next level. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rachana, for valuable insights. I think it will be certainly helpful to the speaker in order to get prepared well for subsequent speeches. That's great. Can we have then quickly polls for both the evaluator? Timer, both have
Yeah,
finished
both.
within desired time?
Yes, both gave this evaluation within the time.
Okay, great. Raju, can we have a poll now?
Yes, I've launched the
Thank
poll for evaluation. I request everyone to please. I've received enough votes and I'm in the floor. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Raju. So we have two options. Should we get into the education session directly, or we will have the reports as well from two role players?
Yeah, we'll have the reports now.
Okay, that will be great. So let's finish it up. Timer, are you ready with your report? If it is, then we can proceed for that.
Yes, Toastmaster. I'm
Can
ready.
you please go ahead and share? Yeah.
I actually note them in a book.
That's fine. You can share without presenting. Absolutely fine.
Yeah. So coming to the prepared speeches, today two speakers, Shavya and Satya, they gave their prepared speeches, in which Shavya gave her speech for 7 minutes 58 seconds, and Toastmaster Satya gave his speech for 8 minutes and 15 seconds. And in the table topic session, all our speakers gave their speeches within the time, and none of them were disqualified, in which speaker Vikram gave his speech for 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Raviteja gave his speech for 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Toastmaster Nusrat spoke for 48 seconds. Toastmaster Sitaya spoke for 2 minutes 16 seconds. And Toastmaster Pavan spoke for 2 minutes 9 seconds. Toastmaster Pradeep spoke for 1 minute 15 seconds. And Satya spoke for 1 minute 30 seconds. Coming to the evaluation speeches, Toastmaster Arvind spoke for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and Toastmaster Archana spoke for 3 minutes and 29 seconds. So yes, this is so only Shavya and Satya, they exceeded their speech, and rest all gave their speeches within the time limit. So yeah, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri, for presenting a comprehensive report. Now let's move on to another role player. And I would like to request Toastmaster Aditya to present his report as a word master and grammarian. Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thanks, Onkar. Hello again. So for the report, man, I'm really sorry, but I expected more of you to use the words and the phrases today. But yeah, starting with Satya Prakash, Toastmaster Satya Prakash, I like the way you use the words short stint about your grandfather's journey, and also Archana, you actually took the words out of my mouth. I just wanted to point out the same to Satya, and you did the same. And coming to Saptarshi, the table topics were really good. I love the way you use the word and the idiom of the day, and also the idiom "what doesn't kill you will make you stronger" is you used it right. I like the way you used it. The word and the idiom of the day are used by Archana, Saptarshi, and Aravind. And Satyaprakash used the word and idiom of the day as well. And that's it from my side. Omkar, you can take it. I would suggest all of you, just one point, I would suggest all of you to, think before you're trying to say something, because that would give more clarity. That is the only thing that I've observed in the table topics round, and everything else is great. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Thank you so much for a great report. Great. So let's move on to the poll for role player 1 and 2, and then we will get into the education session. Raju, are we ready with the polls? Thank you.
I've launched it.
Yeah.
Let's take 10 seconds for this. I request everyone. Yeah, I've received enough votes, and there's one more vote left for role player 2. I'm launching that as well. Right, I've received enough votes, and we can share the results at the end of the session.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajiv. And that's all about the first part of today's meeting. And I'm sure that we all are waiting vigorously to listen our trainer today. They said that feedback is a breakfast of champion. And when it comes to Toastmaster, evaluation is the tool where we get a constructive as well as stern feedback. And that's how we get better and better with each passing day or each passing meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all are aware that we already get into the mode of contest, as a humorous speech contest and speech evaluation contests are going on. And we at Secunderabad Toastmaster are going to have our contest on 24th of October. So in order to build our muscle of evaluation skill, we have an expert with us. And he is a past district champion of international speech contest as well as evaluation contest. Yes, he has represented India into international speech contest. And he is a member of Elan Toastmasters. He is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Subramaniam, who is famously known as Subbu. So now, without further ado, I would like to hand over session to him. So let's welcome with a huge round of applause to distinguished Toastmaster Subramaniam. Over to you, Subbu.
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'll not be able to share my picture today because of internet issues.
Okay.
So the first thing I want to ask all of you here is, I want all of you to take a minute and write down what comes to your mind when I say that you are evaluating a speech. So 3 questions, please answer for me. The first question is, why are you evaluating the speech? Second question is, who are your audience? And the third question is, what do you want to achieve? What is a takeaway from your evaluation? Answer these 3 things. I'll give you 1 minute timer. Just let me know after 1 minute is over. Please think about it and then answer it. I'll also go on mute.
Toastmaster, you can go ahead with your speech.
Okay, the 1 minute is over.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So, how many of you had more than one person in the audience when you are writing who the audience is for the speech?
No, there is only one audience, that is the speaker for us when you are evaluating.
What?
No, when you are evaluating, our target audience is the speaker himself. We don't have any other person.
Yes. So the point is, and why are you evaluating a speech?
To give a suggestion so that the speaker's next speech would be better.
Yeah. So what is the purpose of your evaluation in that case? Why do you want to evaluate in the first place?
To encourage the speaker, first purpose, and second, to give him useful suggestions.
And also in this process, we ourselves improvise on how to give a feedback. So we can get newer points each time when we evaluate.
Even the audience must fit out of it.
Yeah. So I'd request others to go on mute now. So I'll just start with my session. The purpose of an evaluation is to make the speech a better speech and the speaker a better speaker for the next time around when they come and give a speech. So that's the purpose of the evaluation. The target audience is the speaker, right? And why do we evaluate? Because we are, as a Toastmaster, have taken an oath that we would help all other Toastmasters become better speakers and better leaders. So these are the three answers to those three questions which I said, but then I just reversed the order when I was giving the answers. Now, what are the parts of a speech? Can anyone tell me what are the parts of a speech?
Introduction, the body, and the conclusion, which includes transitions.
Fantastic, but that's a wrong answer. Parts of speech are only two. One is the content, second is the presentation. You have a content which you want to present. Two, you have a technique using which you will present. So your evaluation should take care of two things. One, what was the core content of the speech? What do you mean when I say core content of the speech? A speaker starts at a point A and takes you to a point B, right? In the middle, he might use transitions, and then he might use transitions, he might use good English, he might use emotions, he might use logic, whatever he wants to use, he'll use. But what happens at the end of the day is he has started with a premise, either he contradicts the premise or he agrees with the premise at the end, either with emotion or with logic. So as a speaker, as an evaluator, what you're supposed to do is to check if that logical argument stands good. For example, if Raviteja, we have Raviteja. So if Raviteja gives a speech tomorrow and he says, okay, I have this problem in my life and I try to solve it using XYZ steps. It's not just Raviteja who should be able to do it. It should be everyone. A Subbu should be able to do it. A Rajiv should be able to do it. DTM Vikram should be able to do it. DTM Onkar should be able to do it. Everyone should be able to do it. Everyone should be basically, or even, everyone should be able to replicate it. Tomorrow, if Gayatri listens to that speech and she says, okay, these are the points that he said. Okay, if I have a similar problem, if I apply these things, will I be able to do it or not? So that's the logical argument that anyone presents in their speech. That is something that you are supposed to evaluate. Kindly evaluate the flow of the argument. If sorry Raviteja, I'm sure you will not give a speech like that, but if Raviteja says, yesterday, I was thinking about the problem, and after some time suddenly I got the solution, then you should go back and ask Raviteja, hey boss, I sleep every day, wake up every morning, but I don't get the answers. How did you get that answer? You should give me a logical flow. There should be a sequence. There should be a method to that madness. Otherwise, it's just not there. So again, while you are evaluating this part of the speech, don't evaluate the topic. Evaluate the argument provided for the topic. Are you getting it? Don't say this topic was bad. Say, okay, I mean, whatever might be your topic, the argument that you provided, the logical steps that you provided, probably they are not correct. So this is one thing that I definitely think all speakers all evaluators should take into factor, whether you are evaluating in a club or anywhere. If you are looking at a speech, if there is an emotional overdose, go back and tell the speaker that this is not really going to take you to the next level. Give us a very strong logical argument, because that's what makes speech great. That's one point. Hope everyone is clear with what you want to evaluate when you're evaluating content. Does anyone have any questions here till now? Okay, I'll take it as a no. I'll take it as a no. So then moving on. Now that the content part is evaluated, you have to evaluate the present. Okay, in content, you can even evaluate a few more things. You can also evaluate the authenticity of the speech. If you have read something on WhatsApp and that the speaker has said the same thing, he just added a flavor to it and presented the same thing, probably you can go back and say, hey, I have seen a variant of this idea before. You can be candid. Okay, at the same time, whenever you are evaluating, always you can also evaluate if you have never heard that idea before. If it sounds very novel, you can go ahead and compliment the speaker as well. So that is one part of it. So we are done with the content part. Now we look at the presentation part of a speech. So what all can be evaluated in the presentation part of a speech? The body language, the transitions, the way the way the speaker opened, and then the way he moved across ideas. There are only two ways in which you can do transitions. One is a timeline method. For example, he started. There was one wonderful table topic that I heard. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but he spoke about the 1996 semi-final, and the way he brought it, I think it was a rock, angry rock. Whoever did that, my compliments to that particular table topics person. He had a very wonderful opening. And then the way he took us through, that was a very amazing way. That the way he took was he started with timeline of 1996, then he took us to Eden Gardens. So that's a geographical transition. So, and then he said again there, he mentioned the timeline. When you start, when you go for a match over there, you start with the toss, and when you win the toss, you normally want to bat first, and the person who loses the toss, he bats after the innings break. So, so then that way and then he brought us back to the current day, which was a very nice way to do transition. So the two ways of transitions, and I don't know whether he did it knowingly or unknowingly, but then whatever he did was fantastic. So whenever you are looking at a speech, look at the way the transition is happening. Is he following a timeline? So if I'm starting a speech in 1984, then I jump to 1992, then I jump to 2021, that's fine. There is one timeline through which I am taking you on the speech. But I can't jump to 1996, then go back to 1984, then come back to 2002, and then go back to 1998 and conclude. That's very garbled. So you cannot have a speech with such sort of transitions. Okay, you should preferably, if they are using a timeline for their transitions, the speaker should maintain a chronology. That is something that you would like to evaluate. At the same time, geographical transitions, where the speaker goes from one place to another place, and then the transition also happens in the speech. Okay, so these two are two various types of transitions that they can do. So you can evaluate the transitions, then you can evaluate the English. Though there will be a word master grammarian, if the speaker is using too much of bad words, or too much of dangling pointers in English, probably that is something that you would like to evaluate. You could always go back to the speaker and say, hey, you could have used better English, or you could have used shorter sentences, because normally when we use long sentences, we have issues. So that's one more transition that you can do. Sorry, that's one more area in which you can, and there are some speakers who are excellent with their vocabulary. You can always compliment them for their vocabulary. Some people write speeches for ears, not for the paper. So when somebody is writing a speech for the ear, you don't even need a dictionary to understand its speech. If somebody is really using words in a very nice way and in a very contextual way where you understand it very well, you can compliment the speaker for it. Then body language. Whenever a speaker is, the body language and transitions normally go hand in hand, because when the speaker is using his stage, he can actually use the stage based on a timeline, and so the transitions can come automatically in the timeline. So that's one area where you can talk about where you can give suggestions on body language, or if somebody has already done that, you can actually compliment. At the same time, you can evaluate the speaker's stance, the way the speaker is moving, the speaker's hand gestures, the way the eye contact, all that will come under this section. So you can evaluate him under this section. And then lastly, in terms of presentation, you can evaluate a speaker based on the speech, the voice itself. So there are 4 P's in voice: the pause, how well the speaker is pausing to give importance; the pace, the rate of speech at which the speaker is speaking; the pitch, is he stressing on the right word or not? They're wonderful speakers. They'll exactly stress on the word that they need to stress. So you can compliment them for that. If he's not stressing, then probably you can what do you say? You can actually give that as an area of improvement. And then lastly, the power. Some sentences are supposed to be spoken at a very, very low volume, the way I am doing it right now. And some sentences are supposed to be spoken in a much powerful way. I hope you got the transition in my voice now. So if is a speaker doing that, or those 5 minutes that you get, try to imagine if you were the speaker, how well you would have presented that powerful point, and then ask them to use the power aspect there. So this is what you evaluate as a part of presentation. Now you might come back and ask, sir, I only have 3.5 minutes. How do I handle all this stuff? Very good. So I'll give you the timeline, the way you can actually break your timeline and do your evaluation. First 30 seconds, talk about that one wonderful point in the speech that actually made you connect to that speech. Got it? One wonderful point that actually made you connect to the speech. That's what you will talk in the first 30 seconds. Then in the next 1 minute, you will talk about the top 3 good things that you saw in the speech. You will not quote all of them. You will just mention them. You will not enact or anything. You will just mention them. 20 seconds per point, 3 points. Next 1.5, so by now 1.5 minutes of your evaluation are over. The next 1.5 minutes, you will pick 3 areas of improvement, the top 3 areas of improvement, and then you will also tell how you would have done it better than the speaker. Okay, you act that and show. When you are making a recommendation, you actually show them how the recommendation, how well that can be made actually. And in the last 30 seconds, tell the audience that you are summarizing, and then just tell the good things, and then just say one sentence that work on your areas of improvement, and I want to listen more speeches from you. That will be great. That's how you conclude. Why I am saying summarize? Summary carries 15 points in your judge's ballot paper. So when you are saying that, the judge will definitely know that you have summarized, and he'll give you points there. Right? So first 30 seconds to connect, next 1 minute to comment, next 1.5 minutes to recommend, and last 30 seconds again to wrap it up in summary. And once you have come to summary, once you see the red flag, you only summarize, you don't give anything new. So that's one more thing. So that's those 3.5 minutes. That's how you're going to use it. Lastly, most importantly, don't flatter your speaker in the first 30 seconds or the first 1.5 minutes of your speech. Because if you flatter your speaker also knows that you are not being sincere. He'll talk whatever he'll just forget. He or she will not just connect it. What's the point? Imagine I have like Gayatri in the audience, and I start flattering her for the first 1 minute. Then she's like, okay, this guy has flattered me, so his commentations are not valid. Then why will his recommendations be valid? Right? So be very sincere. Don't flatter. So flattery, for example, I again take the example of, imagine Rajiv is here. So if Rajiv gives his project 2 or project 3, and I say, or imagine Rajiv is my test speaker, and I would say, Rajiv, this is the best project 3 that I have ever heard in my life. Rajiv will be, okay, this fellow doesn't have much of experience in Toastmasters, so shayad ho sakta hai. No, if I say, Rajiv, I think I have been Toastmasters since 2012, and I think this is one speech that can even get you an international championship, but you'll have to work a lot on that. Raji will be inspired. He'll be like, okay, this guy is getting me thinking now. But if I go and say, Raji, you know what, 10 years of industry, now I have never heard a speech like this. You are champion, world champion. Raji is like, bakwas fellow. I'll not even come to this guy next time for any evaluation. Are you getting it? So don't see. Be very sincere in your first 1 minute, 1.5 minutes of your evaluation. Then again, don't lose energy when you are making recommendations. Don't be very good Indians the way you were. I mean, at least the people who are born in 70s and 80s, these guys have a trouble when they want to correct somebody else. They look everywhere around, but they'll not look into the eyes of the target speaker and say. So be very sincere in your first 1 minute. Then they'll take your recommendations seriously. When you are giving your recommendations, don't let your energy levels fall down. Be candid. Nothing will happen. If you don't win a prize, that's okay. But if your evaluation makes a difference to the target speaker, that's the biggest prize that the world is going to give you. So focus on that, and yes, just go and do the evaluation. Be a very wonderful person as an evaluator, because the more candid you are. Let me tell you one thing: the world always, 90% of the people in the world, unless they are nutcases, they will understand. They really understand the importance of positive feedback or objective feedback. Be as objective as possible. Whether you win or lose is not the point there. Be as objective as possible, and at the end of that 3.5 minutes that the world has given you to do an evaluation, you feel happy that you have done justice to every second of that evaluation. That's it from my side. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
So Subbu, Vikram here. I have one question. When an evaluator says there's no value in your speech, value pertains to the takeaway in the speech, or how? What is it actually?
No. See, first of all, if I were an evaluator and if I'm not able to see value in that speech, then there is something really wrong in the speech or with me. I would rather ask people to avoid that statement. Probably you can say you could have been more clear on your takeaway. This is what I understand. See, you should be able to get some takeaway out of every speaker, because every speaker would have put in some effort before they come and give a speech. If you are not clear about the takeaway value, you can probably say, this is what I understood as a takeaway value, but this was very garbled. Probably you could have made your conclusion much stronger, so that I understand what the takeaway value of the speech is in a much easier way.
Right.
But never use that word that, I don't see value in your speech. Then the speaker, that might actually bog down the speaker.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, I got it. Yesterday I was in a contest, evaluation contest in a different club, and the speaker uses words on the contest. So that's the reason I asked.
No. You should not. You should not. Even if you feel that the whole speech is lifted from somewhere, you should not.
Okay.
Because that's against Toastmasters things. Yeah. You can always go back and say, see, I have heard this. You could have added your personal experience to this. That would have made the speech more valuable. But otherwise, don't really get that. Okay. Don't really get there where you say, I don't see value in your speech. Sorry. That's not the way we want to put it.
Yeah, proper usage of words. Yeah, proper usage of words.
Correct. Yeah. Choice of words. Yeah, choice of words.
So, Subbu sir, I have one question. I have heard a lot about a specific purpose and general purpose of the speech. So, can you elaborate on this point?
See, there are only 4 types of speeches in the world. One is to inform. The second is to entertain. Third is to motivate. Fourth is to inspire. Third is to persuade. Fourth is to inspire. Okay, to inform. Nobody gives such speeches. That's what news reporters are supposed to, which they are not doing these days. Anyways, that's to inform. Entertain is your stand-up comedy or a humorous speech contest. But even a humorous speech contest will have some message. So basically, the stand-up comedy is to entertain. So those two are ruled out. In Toastmasters, you don't see that. Persuade is where you don't want the audience to go back and think. You want them to just go and do it. That's on a cricket field, the huddle that happens, that's basically a persuasive speech. And inspiration speech is where you want the audience to think deeply, reflect. Basically, persuading is call for action, inspiring is call for thinking. So these are the 4 categories of speeches, and then the specific purpose of the speech is the objective of the speech. If I want to say that, the global warming should stop and we should stop contributing to global warming, that would become my specific purpose, and then I might make a persuasive speech on that. Hope I have answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys.
I have a question.
Okay, guys. I'm really not having electricity here, and I'm running out of charge. But I'll answer as much as possible. If I just cut off, you please proceed.
Yeah, definitely. It's a small question. Like, how effective it will be to start evaluation with a tagline or something which is related to the positive point of the speaker, and then get into the other discussion.
That's what I told you. See, that's what I told you. You should start your evaluation with a hook where the speaker is glued to, where the target speaker is glued to your evaluation. So I always recommend people to understand one particular thing. Or see, if DTM Vikram Chandra gives you a speech, there will be one point that will touch you the most in that speech. And write that down on your paper. And when you're starting your evaluation, start with that, because that point has touched you. You are not going to fake it. The sincerity is already there on your face, because at the end of the day, you have only one guy in the audience. You're speaking to only one person, so you're supposed to connect to him. Okay, so pick that one point that has struck you in the speech, and then if you can, if possible, rephrase it, and then start with that speech. In those 5 minutes of time that you get in the middle, after the target speaker speech is done, do this. Work on these ones. Okay. You should start the speech like that. Hello?
Subbu sir, before your battery runs out, I have one question. Thank you for that. So you spoke about flattery. I'm just struggling to understand the difference between flattery and encouragement, because usually evaluators, when they speak, when they start with the good words, for the speaker, I feel very encouraged. Like, okay, that's very encouraging. Fine.
I gave you an example, right? If for example Rajiv makes a speech, and if I go back and say, Rajiv, this speech has a lot of potential. This one idea in this speech is very novel. And I would actually ask you to work more on this idea, because speeches are not just written once, they are written many times, they are rewritten many times. So probably work on developing this idea into a better speech. That is where this speech is already good, but you can actually make it better. You could have actually added more grace to it if you tried. So if that's sincerity. But if I say, Rajiv, I have not heard anyone with this sort of speech in the last 10 months or 10 years of my Toastmaster journey, you're really mind-blowing and fabulous, Rajiv would be like, thank you, boss. Next time, thank you. Please spare me from your thoughts that next time around, because I know there are drawbacks in the speech. So encourage. When you are encouraging, you actually show them. You're actually trying to. You're actually trying to project very. You're actually trying to be very sincere, and then project it also very positively. Okay, flattery is just like, whatever is there in the speech, I'm going to praise. If, for example, you think the speech is very substandard, okay, you say there is a very nice idea. The speaker has indeed, I like this part of the speech, and the speaker has indeed tried to connect or communicate this particular part. That's sincerity. Okay, if the speech is really on lofty ideas, then you can probably say, this is a really lofty speech. I really loved it. It's already high. You can say that. But then flattery is where you don't give a reason. You just say, with your one sword you can conquer all 7 seas of the world. That's flattery. When you give reason, that is where you're trying to just be more encouraging to the speaker. Hope that answers.
Thank you, Subbu sir. That's very helpful. Yes, thank you so much.
Any other questions? Okay, if no questions, thanks a lot for the opportunity, and it's always it always gives me a lot of happiness to talk to Secunderabad Toastmasters, because I have really good friends there, like Fani Bhagwan Duburi, Vikram Chandra, and all. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. It's a great club, so I wish people get more success there. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Bye.
Thank you, Subbu. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Subbu. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, DT and Subbu.
Thank you so much.
It is a pleasure to
Thanks a
host
lot.
you and but Toastmasters. So that was as good and as evaluated as the session gets. And also I definitely second your statement about don't evaluate the topic, rather evaluate the argument of the very well said. Thank you. And with that, we as the club have a small token of appreciation for which let me share my screen.
I think Subbu has left, Rajiv.
Oh, okay then. So thank you, details, Subbu again. So with that, so friends, we have come to the near end of the meeting. Hope you have enjoyed the education session. At the same time, the regular meeting as well. So meanwhile, as I prepare the results, I request Toastmaster Pawan to please take the feedback from the guests.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rajiv, Toastmaster Rajiv. So do we have any guests who want to yeah, we'll go with Pooja, you first. So I see guest Pooja. Can you please unmute yourself, and if you have any words, any feedback, or how you felt about I think this is your first meeting, and so how was your experience today? Pooja Rawal.
Hey, hi everyone. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Pooja, loud and clear.
Yeah. So yeah, it was great, and I got to know this platform by our social media, office social media, Yammer. Yeah, it was very useful for the people those who want to improve their communications. Yeah, I found it very useful.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pooja, and we hope to see you in the future meetings as well. And then we have Srimukhi. Yes, Srimukhi, if you can unmute yourself and just give us.
Yeah, sure. So I had a great experience. This was my first time here, but everybody was really great. It was nice seeing a lot of people speak. My favorite sessions were the tabletop one because I am really bad at speaking on spot. So that was really great seeing people just come up with ideas like that. And then the final educative session was really nice. Even though I'm not an evaluator, at least I got to know what people would judge me potentially on. So yeah, overall great session. I'm really looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to hear that, Srimukhi, and yeah, we hope to see you on board for next meetings as well. We have our area director with us as well in our meeting today.
We have guest Nagaraju also, Pawan.
Oh, okay, did not realize, yeah. So we'll go with guest Nagaraju, if you can unmute yourself and give us a feedback about your experience today.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. It's a very valuable class. Being a facilitator, it will help you a lot to train my students as well as myself. Especially evaluation part is very important for us because in our vocational training center, I need to evaluate each student and make them to perfect in their English communication as well as their motivation and everything. So I think this session has helped me a lot to improve myself as well as to train my students well. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your feedback.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Our area director, Vijay.
Yeah, thank you, Pawan. And thank you for both the XCOM for this joint meeting, and it is wonderful initiative, and I hope to see these kind of initiative in future also. It was a wonderful meeting, and especially I would like to acknowledge the table topic master Saptarishi. He actually that session was very interactive, and I mean, it was wonderful session by him, and everybody participated in that. And then I should not say about evaluation session. He is always, I mean, Toastmaster Subbu is always charm. I mean, he always give the session, which actually very interactive and always you to think. I mean, generally the kind of question he ask and kind of suggestions he give, those always are very beneficial to listeners. So in all, I would say this is great initiative and keep doing this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vijay. I think we all have Rajiv to thank for that. Like he was behind me to get this thing
Yeah,
going.
great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Rajiv, if results are ready, I think.
Yes, the results are ready. So friends, with this, for the polls conducted before we have the results ready, I think it was a difficult time for every one of us to vote for the best for the result. So to start with, the best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Satya Prakash from Technique. Thank you, Toastmaster. Sorry, congratulations, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you everyone for voting me.
Yeah. And coming to the best evaluator, it goes to Toastmaster Archana from Secunderabad Toastmasters. Congratulations, Toastmaster Archana. And the best role player one. Yeah, the best role player one goes to Toastmaster Saptarshi for this table topic session. Congratulations, Toastmaster Saptarshi. Great topic.
Toastmaster Rajiv. Thank you.
Thank you, and unconventional table topic session also. Thank you. And the best role player two goes to the timer, Toastmaster Gayatri from Technique FFC. So thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri, for playing the role of time.
Yeah, thank you.
And the best speaker of the day, any guesses from the audience? Both the speeches were really great. What do you think? Okay, fine. So the best speaker of the day goes to Toastmasters Satya Prakash as well. So congratulations, Toastmasters Satya.
Congratulations, sir. Satya, sir.
Great speech again.
Thank
So
you.
with that, so we have come to the end of the meeting and hope you have enjoyed both these sessions, and we look forward for more such joint meetings in the future, preferably with other clubs in our area as well, and move on further. So I have few updates from Secunderabad Toastmasters. That is, we have a contest that is humorous speeches and the evaluation on 24th October, just 1 month from now. And our next meeting is on 3rd October, 1 week from now. So I request everyone to please to join. And Toastmaster Pawan, if you have any updates for your club, you can join.
Yeah, the same update but with different dates. So our next meeting will be on 9th of October, and it happens to be this same day where same meeting where we'll have our club contest for humorous speech and speech evaluation. So yeah, we'll share the meeting links and the other details so that and hope all anyone who's free in the specified time can just drop in.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pawan. And for the guests who wants to provide more feedback, they can use the link provided in the chat box and provide the valuable feedback through which we as a club will strive to improve ourselves. So thank you. With that, I would hand over the stage to Sergeant Arms to close the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Divish.
Photograph.
Yeah, I was about to tell that. Let us take a
I request everyone to please switch on the cameras and we'll have a small photo session. Yeah. So, Toastmaster Divish, you'll take the screenshot.
who is taking the screenshot, by the way?
Okay, then I'll take it. Then 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thanks. Over to you, dear Toastmaster Divish.
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Rajiv. So it was indeed a great session, including the education session and the regular meeting one. We really enjoyed it being a joint meeting, and we look forward to have this kind of meetings in future. So yeah, hope all of you had a great time. And I officially announce that the meeting is closed.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.